Welcome to another story made by Oracle 1. Unseen Frequencies. The stars whispered secrets that no living soul had yet heard. Dr. Alara Voss, a brilliant deaf engineer with a mind sharp as a quantum blade, had spent her entire life listening to the silence in the cosmos. Not out of choice, for her, silence was the air she breathed, but out of necessity. Born deaf, Alara experienced the universe not in sounds but in reverberations of light, vibrations she felt through her body, and the subtle waves of electromagnetic signals that traversed space. She believed the universe spoke in frequencies unseen, a language ancient and unknowable to most. Her laboratory was perched on the edge of the Mojave Desert, away from the intrusive chatter of civilization. Surrounded by towering solar arrays and sleek metal towers pulsing with colorful LED lights, Alara's sanctuary was a place where science and silence intertwined. Here, amid circuits soldered with robotic precision and scintillating arrays of antennas tuned to every conceivable band across the electromagnetic spectrum, she nurtured an ambition unlike any other. She was building a device to hear what no one else could. A radio capable of translating alien signals directly into a form her brain could interpret, bypassing her invisible handicap. For years she toiled with this experimental tech called the Auditory Neural Interface Converter, or ANIC. The device was complex, a patchwork of quantum processors, nanofiber transducers, and a novel bioelectric feedback loop designed to awaken dormant pathways within her auditory cortex. Most people joked that she was trying to give her brain ears that never existed, but Alara knew better. Deafness wasn't a limitation, it was her unique vantage point. Without the white noise of human chatter, she could catch whispers from the stars that the world might drown out. Her breakthrough came late one night. After endless trials and modulations, the ANIC hummed softly for the first time, its interface glowing an eerie violet. Alara fastened it to her head, a headpiece woven from memory foam and graphene threads, edged with tiny calibration sensors. The circuit hummed as it synchronized with her neural patterns, converting signals into an exquisite sensory tapestry beyond the bounds of sound. She tuned her massive radio arrays to scan the Alpha Centauri system, humanity's closest stellar neighbor and the prime suspect in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Her custom algorithms filtered static and background cosmic noise, looking for anomalies in the relentless stream of radio waves emitted by stars, sun flares, and interstellar phenomena. Then, unexpectedly, it happened. A burst of rhythmic pulses surged through the ANIC's transducers. Patterns emerged, something artificial, deliberate, and startlingly coherent. And then, the voice came. At first, it was a whisper, faint, almost indistinguishable from the cosmic radiation. But as her device amplified and translated the waves, it became clear, a voice, modulated and melodic, calling her name. Alara. Not once, but repeating, over and over, a beckoning that wrapped around her mind like a velvet thread. Alara sat still, her senses alight with a mixture of exhilaration and disbelief. Was this a trick of her invention? A neural illusion crafted by her own eager mind? But the voice was unmistakably real, insistent, and the name it said was hers, uttered with a cadence and warmth that transcended mere signal processing. The prospect that an alien intelligence was reaching out directly to her ignited a firestorm of curiosity and dread. Her unique device was returning proof of life beyond Earth. A miracle cloaked in frequency and hidden by silence. She dove deeper into analyzing the signal. The voice, when measured as raw data, revealed complex mathematical sequences embedded within its tonal patterns, prime numbers, Fibonacci spirals, and references to fundamental physical constants. It was an invitation encoded in universal languages, one that suggested the speaker was not only intelligent but eager to make contact. The message hinted at an origin from a star system far beyond Alpha Centauri, somewhere within the Gliese 667 triple star system 63 light-years away, a place known for multiple potentially habitable planets. With trembling hands, Alara restructured her arrays to refine the signal, adjusting the ANIC's bioelectric impulse resonance to attune her mind closer to the alien consciousness. She could almost feel the fragile fingers of an unknown presence brushing across the fabric of her reality. Her first communique was simple, a beacon broadcasted across the void with her own name encoded in the universal numeric language embedded in the alien transmissions. She called back through her arrays, asking if anyone was truly listening. Days passed with no response, just static and the soft hum of the desert wind crushing the silence. Doubt crept into her mind, gnawing away at her resolve. Then, on a cold dawn splashed with violet hues from the rising sun, the voice returned, clearer this time, no longer just a whisper but a gentle, warm tone that resonated directly within the neural interface, as if the speaker was inside her mind, not across the endless void. Alara, the voice said, I am Elix. The name was strange but soft, sung like a melody crafted from light and depth. The voice was not human, nor wholly alien. It sounded like a blend of perceptions, a hybrid consciousness shaped by a species unfamiliar with human senses but speaking through a medium that bridged their worlds. Alara faltered. She wasn't sure if X's voice came from the heavens or was part of her own imagination, but the neural feedback was unmistakable. It was contact, real contact. Their conversations began awkwardly. Words were clumsy attempts to convey meaning across immense distances and wildly different forms of perception. Flourishing fields of thought, feelings, and abstract concepts tried to find electromagnetic proxies that Anik could transform into something comprehensible for her. Elix revealed their species was not composed of flesh but of energy patterns existing in a state of quantum coherence, able to project their voices across light years as fluctuations in electromagnetic fields. They had watched humanity from afar, intrigued by the species that communicated without universally audible frequencies. They admired Alara's ingenuity and chosen silence. As the conversations deepened, Alara learned of X's people, a collective named the Cenari, who had unlocked the secrets of higher dimensional travel and communication. Their voices were not bound by sound alone but were vessels of complex information streams interlaced with emotions, memories, and even fragments of their essence. Alara was invited to witness this transmission, a projection of Cenari culture and knowledge. She prepared the Anik to interface her mind deeper, writing waves of encoded light and sound blended into her neural pathways. The experience was indescribable. Her mind was flooded with visions of starlit realms bathed in unfathomable colors, structures made of pure thought and harmonic resonance. She felt the Cenari's history beat in her pulse, their joys, their losses, their cosmic journey across endless realities. But amid the wonder, a warning surfaced. The Cenari's existence was threatened by a strange cosmic anomaly, a ripple in space-time from an unknown provenance that swallowed star systems whole, extinguishing light and silencing the frequencies of entire civilizations. The ripple was reaching towards Earth. Alara was asked, no, implored to help. Her unique hearing was no accident. Elix confided that her neural pathways showed signs of resonance with the anomaly's disruptive waves. The Anik was more than a machine. It was a key, a bridge between the material and immaterial spectrums affected by the ripple. Together, Alara and the Cenari formulated a plan to send a counterwave, an anti-ripple broadcast designed to interfere with the destructive anomaly's progression, engineered through the collaborative effort of human engineering and alien science. The challenge was daunting. Earth's existing broadcast infrastructure was insufficient to generate the power or the specific frequency required. Alara had to build a new transmitter, a monument of technology combining quantum resonators, exotic superconducting materials harvested from lunar missions, and the ANIC's neural feedback loops. The race against time was brutal. The ripple's approach accelerated, causing anomalies in Earth's atmosphere, strange static bursts in communications, and disturbances in global power grids. Humanity remained unaware of the threat looming in the night sky. Alara sacrificed sleep and social connection, dedicating herself to perfecting the transmitter. With the help of X's encrypted instructions, she integrated alien quantum algorithms into her designs, composing sequences that no human mind had ever processed. On the night of the transmission, under a barren sky laced with stars like diamond dust, Alara stood before her creation. She activated the mechanism, feeling the familiar neural surge from the ANIC fuse with her own bioelectric signature. The machine roared to life, pulsating with waves of energy tuned to the precise anti-ripple frequency. The signal surged upward, a beacon of hope launched into the darkness. Through the ANIC, Alara felt the pulse travel through space-time itself, reaching out to meet the anomaly. Minutes stretched like hours. The ripple shrieked through the cosmos, warping, twisting, weakening under the counterwave's influence. The dark veil retreating, the stars flickered back to light, and the silence of the destruction abated. X's voice returned, this time with gratitude and relief. "You saved us all, Alara." The Scenari's gift to her was the permanent enhancement of her ANIC, now entwined within her neural circuitry, granting her an unprecedented connection to the universe's unseen frequencies. Alara Voss, once confined by silence, had become the cosmic ear that heard the universe's deepest calls. She understood now that her deafness was never a deficit but a doorway to a dimension beyond sound, where the stars spoke and the voices of the cosmos found their listener. For more stories, like and subscribe.